Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Jonathan Megan, and I'm here to talk about the big fight happening this weekend, Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez, and what I think is going to happen, and what I would want to happen in this fight. And honestly, there are a couple routes that I see. Teo, of course, part of that Four Kings group with Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Gervonta Tank Davis, who are supposed to be, the next basically crop of superstars to carry boxing into this new age, and they've somewhat done that. But at the same time, a couple of them have taken losses, including Ryan and Tio, and Devin, while still being undisputed, doesn't get the love that I believe he deserves. But that's neither here or there. At this point in time, three of those four kings, it kind of seems like they're moving to 140 and they're gonna try to take the belt. Of course, you have Tio versus Josh. Ryan Garcia is definitely pushing for that Rollie Romero fight. He's trying to get that belt. And then you got Devin, according to Eddie Hearn and Devin himself, he's trying to fight Regis Prograis for his belt. So it makes a lot of sense for all these fighters to try to grab up the belts as much as possible, because any fight between those three guys, whichever order you want to match them, it's going to be a huge fight. You add belts on the line, and then it's going to be an even bigger fight. And while I do like Teal's potential, I do think his character has suffered for a while now. I think his dad probably isn't the best trainer for him, and I think he kind of bought into his own hype a little bit. After the Loma fight, he was high on himself, basically on his success, and he kind of let that get to his head. I believe, I'm not saying he stopped working hard, but maybe he stopped working as hard. He didn't have that chip on his shoulder. Tio, of course, we know he's super athletic. He's got that strength, but I believe Tio's at his best when he's actually boxing, because when he's actually boxing, you really see that he is a high level boxer and that he has potential. But now that he's at a higher weight division, he keeps trying to somewhat bully these guys, and it has backfired on him on a couple of his fights at 140. And I think if he's not careful against Josh Taylor, if he comes in with the I'm the guy mentality, I'm going to just go in there and bully you, he's going to get seriously hurt, which I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing for Tio to go in there and potentially lose, because I think if Tio does lose, it could actually help him. Maybe he'll get a new trainer, maybe he'll reconsider on some of the things he's been saying, because he's kind of part of that Rolly Romero club where they just be spewing whatever comes into their heads, which isn't the best thing. But maybe Tio can find a way to win this fight and humble himself a little bit. Maybe it's not the easiest, cleanest fight, but at the same time, Josh Taylor has won before. Of course, his last fight against Jack Catterall, I believe he lost that fight. A lot of people do as well. And of course, he dropped out the belt to rematch Catterall. That fight never came through. And now we're here at this moment. So it's going to be very interesting to see who wins this fight. If I had to pick, I would want Tio to win this fight, but I do think Josh Taylor will probably come through, because I don't think Tio's dad is the greatest trainer, and I think Tio's kind of still drinking his own Kool-Aid, making excuses for his losses, and not quite taking the sport as seriously as he once might have been. So with that being said, we'll see how all this plays out, and see you next time. Peace.